Hey guys, so my guitar is facing this problem. The bridge is bulging out and the belly is bulging out and the bridge is about to come out. The wood is completely bent, as you can see, and it's in pretty bad shape right now. And if I try to show you with a scale, I mean, look at it. So let's see if we can try and fix that. So firstly, I plucked out all these things. Okay, and I have clamped the strings over here. So now I'm still wondering how is this thing still holding on. I'm sorry. Okay, because this is completely unattached now. This bridge is completely detached now, but the reason it's still holding on to the body is it is screwed with 2 bolts and it won't come out that way. But still this looks really bad, and though it won't come out, but still this thing doesn't look good. So after watching lots of YouTube videos, I'm gonna try and fix this bulge, and let's see if it works out. First of all, I'm gonna remove this bridge, and for that I'll have to remove these 2 screws first, and that's gonna be quite a task now. So look how tiny this bolt came out. Luckily this was loose, and I was trying to use my spanner, and I was trying 6, and look, it's still loose. I mean, it must be around 5 or 4. So I don't have that thing, so I'm gonna use some trick. So I've extracted these 2 screws successfully, and this tool was quite handy, though it was quite difficult to grab with all that limited space and restricted one arm movement. But still, thankfully I could get this out. So now I'm just gonna try and remove this thing. I'm using this cloth so that this does not damage the body, and I'll be using this. I hope it works. It looks like I'm damaging the body, so I'll use the tape. I hope this protects it. Okay, so I think it would be better if I try from this side. I know I'm damaging it mostly, but I hope this works out. No, so I'm gonna just straight away. Okay, I'm in now. Okay, I'll be using this as my. Okay, this gives a quite clean. Yeah. So I've reached the screw. These two are the screws, and okay. So this time I'll be going from that side. Okay, as you can see, I'm successfully getting in. Yes. Okay. This was quite a task, and I've scraped most of the. I don't know. I'm gonna. So this is the thing which came out. This is the bridge, and I'll have to sand it a little bit so that the surface gets even, so that when I stick this back in, there would be no, or there would be no part which would not adhere to this surface. So as you can see, this is in pretty bad shape, and the bridge bulge is quite bad. I'm repairing it all by myself. Okay, let's see how much damage did I actually do. Okay, so I can see the most of the paint. Okay, this thing will goes inside, so I don't think so. The paint which seems like scraped is not actually paint. Okay, it seems good till now, and what I'm aiming is moisturize the inner side, and I'll put pressure from the top so that this portion again sits back to its position. It seems like an impossible task to me because this seems quite hard and rigid. Should not. I'm gonna use epoxy glue for this. Hope it works. So this is the wet cloth which I've squeezed it, not quite hard. It's just retaining some water, and I'll put it in a plastic so that it does not ruin the downside, bottom of the guitar. I'll just place it like this, just beneath this area, okay. Okay, so what this will do is this will moisturize this wood from inner side, and the upper portion would be dry, and the inner portion will be moisturized, and I'll have to somehow cover up this hole. I can use anything like this would do. I'll just, I don't know, just it's just to prevent moisture from escaping, and I'll try to keep some load over it. I mean, some book would do, like I'll keep some of my books like this, so that it keeps on the pressure which is required. And I'll keep 2 or 3 more, so I'll keep it overnight, and tomorrow we'll see what happens. And basically the plan is to keep moisturizing the inner portion, and I'll try to keep this thing outside in the sun also, so that this portion gets adequate heat, and gains its elasticity back, so that this can easily apply pressure, and this portion gets a little, inward. I mean, that's the plan for now, because this is quite hard right now. I'm trying to press over it, and it won't get down. So eventually I think this will gain shape if we moisturize it enough. So let's see how it works. So now I have repeated the same thing. I've used that cloth inside and increased the weight. As you can see, I'm using normal things which can easily be found in anyone's home, and I'll cover the rest portion so it does not get damaged by sun. So I'll just use this bed sheet to cover the rest of the portion, so this way heat does not affect, direct sunlight does not affect the other portions. And this is the condition after day 2. I kept it in the sun for another second day, and you can see there is a lot of improvement after the second day. So what special did I do the next day? I was simply applying pressure using these books over this area, but this time what I did was I used water over it, and I sprayed some water, and instead of using this thing which I kept inside, you can feel the humidity inside. It's quite good, but I thought it would be a good idea to spray some water underneath this portion from underneath, so that this can simply absorb water and become moist. So also what I did was to apply pressure in the specific area. I used this, I placed it back. So now what was happening in this is I was applying pressure over this region. So this time, after second day, I achieved a lot of improvement in this. So So I'm gonna try and keep it for one more day, and let's see what happens. So after 2 days and 2 nights, as you can see, after using the method I tried, it's actually uh, now bulging inside. The wood has been quite flexible, and what I'm trying to do next is after applying a little bit of pressure, this thing is moving quite easily. So it has been quite flexible, and now I'll try to make it rigid. I'll use some Fevicol from the inside on the joints so that it restricts other movements, and I'll keep some normal weight, not much, because it's now bulging inside, and I'll just keep normal weight above this and use Fevicol or something for a day now. And I won't use water for today because it's quite flexible now, and I don't think so it's any use right now. I have fixed the bridge using this epoxy glue and kept it overnight. The process was really quick, so I couldn't record it, and you can see a little bit of bubbles there, but it isn't fixed quite nicely now. It's nice and clean, and it's quite rigid. I'll just now clean the extra. The final look and you can see the improvement. The bridge is completely fixed now, and there is a minor bulge. It's not 100% good, but it's now quite, rigid, and see, I mean, better than before. So it took around 2 weeks to completely fix this problem, and I gave it a good rest, and the glue is also pretty doing its job pretty well. Yeah, I'm impressed by the results.